Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Justina and here I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you through my DIYs. As you see by the title, today I have 4 bee themed DIYs that you are absolutely going to love, and all the material you can find at Dollar Tree right now. So if that is something that you're interested in, just keep on watching and let's art today. Jumping right into our first DIY of the day, as you see here, I have this little gnome wooden cutout that is from Dollar Tree in their spring collection. I thought it was absolutely so cute and I just had to give it a nice makeover. First thing I wanted to do is just take off that little string at the top because I'm going to make this a freestanding sign. Now that I have everything prepped and ready, I am going to paint over the whole entire gnome. I'm just going in with this nice yellow acrylic paint that I had on hand, and I'm going to paint all over the top of his hat. I do give each layer of paint about 2 coats so that it was nice and opaque. After I was done with that, as you see here, I am filling his gloves in that same yellow color, and I was having some issues because my paintbrush had a bunch of hair that was stuck on it that I didn't rinse off properly, so I keep pulling those hairs out of my paintbrush. After I was done with the gloves, I then go down to his shoes and I fill it in using that same yellow. I just think this yellow is so bright and fun and is perfect for our bee theme today. As I finish up his shoes, I then go and start painting his beard. I'm just using a gray acrylic paint, once again giving everything 2 coats of paint. Nothing fancy here. There is going to be a lot of painting in this DIY because there are so many different pieces to fill in, and I am just using a nice small detailed brush so that I can get in all of those little grooves around the nose and flowers, and this really helps me get into these little spots right here as well. Once I was done painting his beard, I then go and paint his pants. I'm using a really bright green color here just to give some contrast to the other colors, and I really loved how it stand out after everything was completely painted in. Once I finished up with his pants, I then started painting on the flower. I am really liking this coral blush color for the springtime this year, so I have a lot of DIYs using this paint color, which is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just filling in the flower, making sure to get close to the edges as I possibly can, and giving it 2 coats of paint as well. After everything had 2 coats of paint and had time to completely dry, I am going in and starting to fill in some of the details. I first go in with my black Posca paint marker and start drawing lines on the hat. I will give my little gnome some bee stripes on his hat. I like using my Posca paint marker for this because it's really easy to handle and it gives me nice, clean, straight lines. Once again, I like to put little X's in the middle so I know where to fill it in with black acrylic paint. I am new with these bee themed DIYs this year. I thought they were always really cute, but it was never my go-to. Is the bee theme your thing this year or has been? Let me know down in the comment section below. Like I said, I will fill in all of those stripes using black acrylic paint, and for my black acrylic paint, 1 coat was just fine. I let that dry completely before moving on to the next thing. I personally like to outline all of my projects and some of my artwork using a Posca paint marker, so that is what I'm doing right now. I'm just taking a black Posca paint marker and going over all of the details that are on this wooden cutout. I also take that same Posca paint marker, and while I am outlining his shoes, I fill in the top of them because I just thought his shoes were a little bit too yellow and it went more with his hat. After I was done outlining my little gnome here, I noticed something was missing, and that was the center of my flower. So I wanted to fill that in, once again using acrylic paints. I first go in with a yellow, then I add a little bit of orange on top of that, and lastly I will then add a brown acrylic paint right on top of that just to give it some more detail. I do outline the center of it, and then I wanted to add some of these craft wood stickers that look like little bees all over my flower and my gnome gnome's hat. Once I was done with that, it is now time to add everything together, and I will use these wood planks from Dollar Tree in their crafter square section. All I did was painted it black. Next, I will attach it using my hot glue gun and some of these wooden cubes that I also painted black. Once everything was attached, this project was complete. I absolutely love how my little gnome turned out. As you see here, I did stain his nose and then I added some highlights with a white Posca paint marker, but I would love to know what you think about this project down in the comment section. Moving right into our next DIY, it wouldn't be my channel without another gnome DIY, especially one from the garden section from Dollar Tree. They have these really cute bee-themed gnomes this year, and I just had to pick one up because this one was really calling out to me saying, please make me over. As you see here, it does say Garden Decor Bee Gnome, and I was super excited to get my hands on this. So with this gnome, nothing really major is going to change. I'm going to try to keep everything as closely as the original colors. So I have two of these acrylic paints that are yellow that I mixed together to try to get the same color that it originally has because I thought it was a pretty color to begin with. But a lot of places was chipping and I did want to cover that and give him a nice fresh coat of paint. Now everything I had to do was about 2 to 3 coats of paint to get good coverage because using acrylic paints, they tend to be a little thinner than chalk paint, so that's why I gave it so many coats. The only difference that I will do for this gnome is paint his wings and his nose a different color just to make him pop even more. So as you see here, I am painting his wings in a white acrylic paint, and this really makes a huge difference. While I am finishing painting up my gnome, if you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I hope you do that today. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below. It is totally free. And don't forget to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you when I upload a new video. Plus, I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family. After I was done painting on all of the black detail, the last thing I needed to do was fill in his little pink nose, and this gnome was finished. I really loved how he turned out. All of the fresh paint really gives him this new vibrant color, and he is ready to be added to my collection. Now here on my channel, I love to get your opinions on what I should name my little garden gnome. So if you have any suggestions, please leave it down in the comment section below. And if there's more than one, we will take a vote on it on my community tab. This next DIY is super simple. All you're going to need is some yellow paint and a crate to make this really cute tray. I am using my Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in Vintage Mustard, and I covered the whole tray using that color. Next, I'm going in with my Posca paint marker, and I'm just making little bee stripes. Once again, I like to put little X's inside of my stripes so I know exactly where I need to fill them because I confuse myself and then I will paint the wrong stripe. I will continue doing this all on each 4 of the sides of the tray, and then I also do the very top edge of the tray as well. Once I was done with making all of my stripes on all of the edges of the tray, this DIY was complete and it only took minutes to make, and it is super adorable. This bee themed tray is super cute. You could put pretty much anything in there. It could be a jewelry holder or a perfume holder, whatever your heart's desire. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. For our last DIY, I have one of these little houses from the 99-cent store. During their Christmas season, I saw a bunch of Pinterest decor pieces that got me inspired to do today's DIY. So I am just removing the stickers on the back of the house because that is where I'm going to put my project. After I got everything removed, I did give it a light sanding just to give some of that sticky residue off. Next, I'm going in once again with my vintage mustard in my folk art home decor chalk paint, and I do give it about 2 coats of this paint because this MDF board really soaked up the paint. Once my paint had time to completely dry, I then went in with a black acrylic paint and started painting the bee stripes all over the edges of my little house here. And I gave everything about 2 coats of paint once again because the MDF board was really soaking up the paint. Once that was completely done, I wanted to put "Be Happy" on the front of the sign. So I'm using Dollar Tree's little stickers, which are super cute because they have these little rounded edges that just makes it more looking like a bee themed, and I'm just placing it down and pressing down firmly. Now these stickers really adhered down to the paint nicely, so I didn't really have to put some Mod Podge on top of it. I did want to add some more of these wooden bee stickers that I found at Dollar Tree. If you see them, snatch them up because they do go really quickly, at least at my Dollar Tree. Next, I'm going in with just a permanent marker and adding little dashes all over the sign so it looks like the bee's little flying motion. And then lastly, to add a little bit more detail because it was looking a little plain, I have some of these sunflower stickers from Walmart that I'm adding on to my sign, and that completes this DIY. I really loved how this little house turned out, and it's been really difficult to find a favorite in today's DIYs. I really liked doing these, and I might have to do some more. Let me know down in the comment section. All right, my beautiful friends, that completes today's DIYs. I absolutely had a blast making these. They are absolutely all of my favorite because it's really hard to decide which one is better than the other one. These are super cute, and I would love to do another video. If that is something you are interested in, leave me a comment down below to let me know so that I can make more of these. Also, I need help naming my little garden gnome. If you have any suggestions, leave it down in the comments section as well. Thank you everyone for taking the time and coming along with me and making some of these awesome DIYs. Remember, if you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you do that today. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below. It is totally free, but make sure you click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you when I upload a new video. Plus, I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. And if you can just smash that thumbs up button, it lets me know that you love these DIYs and you want to see more, and it really does help out my channel. Remember, friends, if you would like to see more photos of all of my DIYs, I have other socials linked in the description box below. I have a Facebook, Instagram, and a Buy Me a Coffee page. I would love for you to say hello over there. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed today's video as much as I did making them. And as always, I will see you in the next one.